What it is and what's up, folks? My name is Fifth, and on this page we talk film photography and everything in between. Today we back in the trap, and I like to double back on the past topic, but this time go deeper.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
So a couple weeks ago we spoke about I'll name this just later, and I gave you all the rundown. After some snooping around, I found I had a decent amount of BTS footage, so I decided why not walk you all through the setups of each episode. Talk about what we did well and what we want to improve on. This video might get a little long, so grab that snack you've been thinking about and come back and chill with me for a few. Before I get carried away, I want to remind you about all the buttons that talk about you behind your back. Acknowledge them, show some love, because showing love is free. I only got footage from 3 of the 5 episodes, so that's all I'm going to be able to show today. I think that's enough because I don't want the video to be too long. This video will be a mix of this talking head footage from the episodes and setups, and then BTS shooting from that time. So like I said in the previous video, we had a couple practice shoots at a kitchen he had a good relationship with during his time as a caterer. During these shots, essentially, we wanted to brainstorm and build some creative chemistry. They went really well, so I feel like we accomplished our goal. Now let's step into numero uno, the original pilot of our show. Chef found a decent Airbnb, I found the equipment, and we brought everything together. I got my homie Tay Visuals to pull up and help out as well. I'm forever grateful because bro came in clutch. So here is the look of the Airbnb we got for the pilot. Island in the kitchen, what we feel is a must for this type of production. Here's the kit list and a diagram of the cooking scene. So as you can see, I'm getting everything prepped, setting up the shots. The intent was to have a wide shot for the 2-person and then one close range shot for the food action. And yeah, everything started off great, good energy, got that relief and satisfaction of like finally being here. Shooting is taking place. I felt good and confident about what I was going to do, and then it happened. I realized that I had overlooked like one of the most important aspects of the show. It didn't happen until I was recording, like the stove placement. As soon as the guys moved from that wide shot to the stove, I froze, man. I don't know why when I saw this setup, I just overlooked that the island didn't have the stove in it. But I clearly did not think that through. So at this point, my mind is scrambling to figure out how I'm going to set everything up. And then I thought about like some other audio issues I was having trouble with that I couldn't really do. And then I look over and Tay is actually filming over the guy's shoulder. Not sure if he like saw the despair in my face, but once I saw him actually just kind of capturing the shots, I just went into autopilot. I made the adjustments that I needed to, moving lights and cameras and whatever as they moved. I never stopped this shot like the show at all. Like I just kind of adjusted, and we were able to get footage for the scene, and I think it came out really well. I don't have much BTS from the conversation footage, but I'll show you the diagram and of course the kit list. It was a 1 light, 2 camera setup, wide shot with a close shot that I attempted to kind of go back and forth with, handheld and with the gimbal since I only had 2 cameras at this time. But yeah, I was trying to go back and forth and catch people listening or people talking in a close cam. My biggest goddams were that I didn't really direct the scene, especially the cooking. I just let them move around and adjust it. It looks less like a cooking show and more like the vlog of a couple guys cooking. So looking back, today is clear to me that this production lacked a few different things. Adequate preparation and planning, attention to detail, and like proper lighting and equipment. But I don't put too much on that because we were just starting off, we didn't have much. But yeah, I didn't prep in detail enough for this first shot. I didn't know the cooking process, so that kind of threw me for a loop when they were moving around doing different things. And the placement of the stove, man, was just not ideal. All in all, though, I think the first shoot was a success because we actually completed it.
Day one, first shoot, went great.
Yes, sir.
Dog went crazy.
Yes, sir.
Made it look easy. But yeah, bro, we breaking stuff down now.
The pressure is gone.
Man, that first one is done. That jump felt crazy. Like,
That shit felt fun.
it was fun. That definitely some like the topics and everything. Like the conversation was dope to hear. And I learned and I learned some shit on the cooking. But yeah, we breaking down now. Like I said, we had the 3 cam set up. Tay came in with clutch as hell. So shout out to Tay Biz, cause man, they all around just a good time. I'm excited. I'm proud of what we did. And I had ended up with 2 plates. Shout out to the motherfucking chef. You got anything for him, chef? You wanna talk your shit? You wanna talk nice to y'all?
7 months in,
7.
day 1, only 1 day, 1 take. We don't even do double takes.
Man,
Listen to them, see them, believe them, create a fifth. Hey, they don't really understand, but they gonna understand.
they gonna understand. Y'all gonna fucking understand.
Shout out.
So episode 3 cooking scene was the exact same setup as our pilot. We just added our guest. The intent was a wide with 2-person and a close for the food. This time around, I knew the cooking process. I knew the steps. I was able to keep up with the movements without like needing to stop the show. And I kept the action cam running for majority of the shoot. Like I just would aim it at what was happening and leave it there. Looking at it now, the only hurdle that I can think of was the overhead fan. It was like pretty loud in the way visually, especially with Chef being a taller person. So I had to adjust the angles at times and asked him to stand in a certain spot for like just clarity so we can see your face and see the guest. So that was something that we didn't foresee. Here's the conversation portion. Here's the diagram and kit. Had to move some furniture around for this one. But this scene may be my favorite of the convo like scenes throughout the season. I just like the depth and like kind of layers to it. A couple like minor hiccups, but the main improvement would be subject placement. Essentially, I just want to do better and make the most out of the space. So to make it like more interesting, but not distracting. All in all, this turned out to be a great episode, solid meal, solid conversation. And there were some funny moments that I think the audience enjoyed. Got a lot of good feedback from that episode as well. Last up is the episode with surreal visuals. This was another impromptu shoot. And so just shout out to Rio for popping in and saving the day. Somebody else canceled and we just called him up, he came through. The best location we've had, not many limitations, not any, to be honest, limitations or obstacles to like have to adjust for. So the shooting was super simple. Here's the breakdown for scene 1, or the lighting kit. I actually have some recorded footage I'll show of me attempting to kind of record BTS footage. What it is, what's up family, I'm back in here again. Episode 4. First segment, cooking segment with the chef himself. Again, he's prepping over there, getting ready. So, I'm gonna show y'all this setup. I forgot to show y'all yesterday, but I'm definitely gonna show y'all right now. 1 light, 2 cam setup, or 2 lights, 2 cameras. Key light right here, Godox SL150. LED panel here is just gonna like give us some separation from the background, and light the food a little bit at times. And shoot, man, that's about it. We rocking with the. Got a couple Rode filmmaker kit for the lights, lavaliers, the wireless lavaliers. Zoom H6 recorder. Cooking chicken today. All Canon EOS R shooting. Main camera you, D cam here. I'm gonna catch all action shots with, and yeah, that's it. It's simple setup. But I got a third camera that I'm just gonna be shooting pictures with, and getting random clips here and there, a little B-roll and stuff. Yeah, man, I knocked this. The first episode you did yesterday went really well. Had tacos. I can't say what kind of tacos they were. How you say it, Jeff? Ceviche tacos. Ceviche tacos. And then today we making some fries and chicken. He gonna show us how to really air fry it, man. A lot of y'all don't know what y'all doing. When I say a lot of y'all, I'm talking about me. Cause I have no idea how to get chicken right in the air fryer. I done made some very good salmon in the air fryer, but that chicken, that's gonna be like, it dry out every time. So we gonna drop some gems, and y'all gonna learn how to become great. And then we gonna get into the conversation portion. I'll show y'all that once I get it set up. Gotta move some furniture around and get some better set design than yesterday. I didn't really do as much as I probably should have, and I didn't really notice until after. But this time around, I'm gonna really move some furniture. This thing shaking. That's it, man. Then we moved on to the conversation scene. Here is the kit and diagram for that. I think the kit was basically the same, with improved audio, having an A6. This was probably the hardest one to stay quiet during because it was funny as hell. To be honest, 3-camera setup was overkill, but I thought having 2 individual close-ups would be nice. That's something I would try again, but maybe with different focal lengths, or maybe just 2 wide shots in 4K. I think that might be enough to like cover the scene too. I also think the set design could have been improved. I do have like ideas for the future, maybe adding backlights or interesting like accessories in the back, shooting into some corners, or just trying to give it more depth, adding some layers maybe. But yeah, man, that turned out to be a great episode. And there it is, first BTS production breakdown of many. Shout out to Chef and all the guests of I'll Name This Dish Later. I know it was longer than usual, but I appreciate your interest. If any questions about the equipment or the setup, leave them down below. Don't forget to show love or dislove to the buttons before you go. And until next time, peace, love, and all of the above.